Hello and welcome to TeamSense. My name is Allison. I'm the product lead at TeamSense, and I'm excited to personally welcome you to the TeamSense family. We're excited to work with you and your organization to keep each of your employees safe, connected, and productive, particularly during this very uncertain time. In this short video for company administrators, I'll walk you through some of the features that you have available to you through the TeamSense platform and how you can get the most out of our product. If at any time during your experience with TeamSense you have questions or need support, you can always reach out to us at support@teamsense.com. Let's start with an overview of TeamSense. TeamSense is a platform that enables your organization to screen employees for symptoms of COVID-19 before they start work. It happens in 3 basic steps. First of all, we send a text link to employees before their shift starts. This includes a link that they can click on, which will take them to a mobile web page where they will see prompts telling them to report their health status. We find that most folks are able to report their health status within 15 seconds or less. At the end of the survey, employees will see a green screen with a clear on it, or a red screen with an alert on it, and instructions with next steps that are customized for your organization. In addition to self-reporting, we also have an option to screen employees on site. We find this most helpful for employees who don't have a smartphone or otherwise have limited Wi-Fi access and need to be screened by somebody else. As these employees complete their screenings, the results are loaded into a roster, which we send again via text to managers or other notified parties that have been designated by your organization. These rosters include a list of employees as well as the status or the ultimate result of that employee's screening. It's important to note that we do not include any specific responses about symptoms or any other details other than just the final result for that employee. These same managers or notified parties will also receive an additional text alert if an employee enters into the red or alert status. Finally, all of this data is tracked in an administrative dashboard, which you as a company administrator will have access to. This enables you to track the history of employee screening results and also enables you to store notes, edit employee statuses, and ensure that you can keep all of your information in one place. You as a company administrator will have access to all of this data, and this includes the specific responses that employees have provided in their survey, including symptoms. It is important that you know that this is all confidential information, and you should be familiar with all relevant privacy and confidentiality regulations regarding this. That's an overview of how TeamSense works, and now we'll dive into some of the specific functionality that you have as a company administrator at your fingertips. Let's start by getting you signed in to the TeamSense administrative portal. If you're an authorized administrator for your organization, you should have received an email inviting you to set up a password for TeamSense. This email should have taken you to app.teamsense.com. And now that you have a password set up, you can navigate to app.teamsense.com, enter your email and password, and sign in at any time. Once you sign in, you'll immediately be taken to what we call the dashboard. This view shows you a summary of the current status of all employees under your purview, as well as a list of all of the employees under your purview. This list shows their current status, the last time they completed a screening, and the last time they were scheduled to complete a screening. If you click on one of these employees, you'll be taken to more information about the employee, including their status history, represented in a calendar format. Up at the top of the page, you'll see 4 tabs. In addition to the status history, which is called the Overview tab, there's also a tab on Notes. This tab enables you to track any conversations you might be having with the employee outside of TeamSense and keep all of your information in one place. Note that any note that has been created by any administrator will be viewable by all administrators who have access to that employee. In the History tab, you'll find the precise responses of the employee to each of the screening surveys that they have answered. If your company has set up your survey so that you can view exact symptoms, you'll see those symptoms represented here. Finally, in the fourth tab, Check-in Delivery, you can see the last 10 messages that TeamSense sent the employee and whether or not they were successfully delivered. In this case, you can see check marks in each of the rows for these last 10 messages, indicating that this employee has successfully received all of the last 10 messages. In the event you do not see a check mark in this column, please reach out to us at support@teamsense.com so we can help troubleshoot why an employee may be having trouble receiving their messages. That provides you an overview of the dashboard. In addition, you also have an employees page, which will look remarkably similar, but gives you more navigation over employee information. For example, you can search for a given employee. Selecting on that employee will take you directly to their page. You can also filter by groups as well as by managers. You can also manage the groups that an employee is in, which will enable you to more easily filter for particular groups at any given time. This is an overview of the functionality available to you in the TeamSense Administrative Portal. We'll dive into the specific functionality in subsequent videos. Thanks for listening, and we're excited to get you started and on your way.